Okay, sorry. I'll explain. Hey, voices. This is Superman sneak peek. I haven't seen this. Who posted this? Boland, thank you. Oh my god, I haven't seen this. Is this brand new? Thank you so much. Wind's howling. Now that I know more about Superman, I'm excited to watch this. Also, I've been seeing more clips of this actor. He's such a nerd. I love him. He's very nerdy. He loves Star Wars. You gotta cast the nerds. The crying, the little tear. God damn. Arbington, hello. Oh, hell. Krypto! Now I've seen Krypto more. Boomy! That's
Stop!
That's Boomy! That's Boomy! That's literally live footage of Boomy waking me up in the morning. That is what he does. Don't pee.
Take me home.
Don't pee. That's a funny boy. Oh, no time for play, Krypto. Guys, if they introduce Bizarro, Bizarro is my favorite. I can't even talk about him without tearing up. Bizarro is my favorite DC character. He's the best. If they somehow put him in this, I will die. James Gunn, please. James Gunn, please. James Gunn. James Gunn. James Gunn. Please, I pray to you. I make an... Oh.
I'm listening. Can you hear me?
No. He said, get that ass up. Not me being kind of embarrassed. Please put Bizarro, please. And he could play Bizarro too. The actor. Good boy, Krypto. Do you want a treat? Oh, Krypto, do you want a treat? Boomy's not falling for it. Yes! Magical! Guys, are we gonna get this, like, kooky Superman movie we want? It's hard to get your hopes up, right? He barked at it. Please let me in. My daughter is really injured.
Superman!
Oh my god, look at them! El Kalalel. Sorry. Oh, Kryptonian.
Thank you.
Oh.
No need to thank us, sir, as we will not appreciate it. We have no consciousness whatsoever.
This is so
Merely
James Gunn humor.
automatons here to serve. Meet 12. She's new.
He looked at me.
Who programmed the personalities? So cute, but you just see like, remember how we were talking about Superman? We were talking about good writing and how you can really show a character without hours of screen time, and how the best writers and directors can do that. We just saw his personality so much right there. He said thank you to Superman robots. So sweet.
Fractured bones.
Damage to bladder, kidney, large intestine, lungs.
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em in no time.
Oh, that is so cool.
Level 4? 292 times Saharan
It
prime.
looks really good. Oh, damn. Can he get sunburned? I don't think so, right? Oh my god, that sounds like burning. Okay, so we're getting some darkness. It does hurt to heal, doesn't it? I feel like so much of what I've seen, and this is an interesting element, but it's like Clark goes out in the sun and he's just like, ah, you know? So kind of like that he's showing the pain associated with the healing. Like,
With a healthy dose of yellow sun, we'll have you up and at 'em
poor
in no
guy.
time.
Who would you like to see as Batman in jail? I mean,
Level
I love
4,
Rob. I think
292
the
times the hair and prime piece swap.
autistic coded Batman and Superman would be so That's so sad, but I think he would go really well with. I love that shot. Nicholas! Hot girl! Now I know who this is! Oh my god, I'm posting this on my main channel because people were like, you don't know who Hot Girl is? Well, now I know, bitches! I was watching Justice League! Now I fucking know! And she's awesome! I still have to learn about her backstory and stuff. But yes! Rob Pattinson. Yeah, who else? The Rob. Rob Lowe? I really want Rob Lowe to play Batman. I would love for Rob Lowe to play Batman alongside this guy. It's Robert, It's Always Sunny. John Hamm. Rob. Robert De Niro, please. Robert De Niro, please, and thank
Damage
you.
to bladder, kidney, large intestine, lungs.
Sorry, we don't have to watch him get burned over and over. I just want to see my other husband, Nicholas Holt. Nicholas. Thank you for saving us from Jesse Eisenberg. Thank you so much. I love Nicholas with my whole heart. I do. I love him. He's so good.
Back.
She looks good as fuck, too. Does anyone know the actress playing her? He's such a baba. Baby Clark. Handsome, sexy motherfucker. Beautiful. Love her. Rachel.
Superman.
So who's that? I still don't know who that is. And that one too. The White King probably. No, I still don't know who that is. Oh no. Caleb, ban this trailer because now we have the context of, is that 12? Is that 12? No, come on. No. His face. He's such a feeler. Oh, big heart. We gotta get then John Johns. We gotta get John Johns. So John Johns can help Soups. Because John Johns is an empath. And that's Nathan Nolan North. Is that Nolan North? Wait. I think I was going to say Nathan Drake. That's Nolan North? Guy Gardner. Phil Leon. Nathan Fillion, sorry. I get them confused sometimes. What is going on right now? That's Jon Stewart? No. I was like, they did that. I will boycott the movie. Boycott the movie. Okay, so I've met so many fucking Green Lanterns, but who the fuck is Guy Gardner? Will he show up at any point? Pineapple. I'm not watching the animated series. I don't want to. The animation style doesn't interest me. He's an a-hole. Or are you calling me an a-hole? But Hawk Girl. What are you doing with him? He's the jerk. Then how'd he get to be a Green Lantern? Yeah, he looks like a villain. He's the will to overcome fear. All right. Interesting. Oh, Lex. What happened? They're cute. Oh. He doesn't know how to... I love that shot too because he doesn't know how to hold hands. Cute. No, Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor in the animated series is so fine. He is so fine. He's so fine. And I always just saw him as, I thought he was a black man, but then I guess he's Greek or something. I don't know if they actually confirmed it, but for some reason I saw him as a black man, but I think the consensus is he's Greek. But anyways, he is fine.
I'm really excited.
I want to watch this too. I haven't watched Young Justice.
I'm sure you guys are. You've worked so hard on this. I know it was a labor of love, and now we get to see a little bit more of it today.
Any day of the week. I love Nicholas since Warm Bodies, since
David, talk to me about becoming the Man of Steel. Like, what goes into preparing for this role, both physically but also mentally?
Well, I think that they have.
What is she wearing? She's so beautiful. I think she has Polish. I could be making that up, but she's Irish. She's got a really cool ancestry. I looked her up the other day. I haven't seen the Penguin show. Telly Savalos. Was he Greek?
At the same time, I started in the gym. That was James' second thing that he said to me was, I want you to work on your shoulders and your vulnerability.
That's true.
Okay, that's kind of funny. I have mixed feelings about James Gunn, Jim Gunn, but that's pretty funny. Your vulnerability, your shoulders and your vulnerability. That's really cute. Arnold would be proud.
James' second thing that he said to me was, I want you to work on your shoulders and your vulnerability.
That's true.
So about a month into my intense gym routine, I realized that I think I was preparing for the role mentally by spending every day several hours by myself lifting very heavy things. There's a certain solitude that comes in the gym,
right?
And you're just there with yourself, and you're the only one holding yourself accountable.
Honey, do you have a personal trainer? Please tell me you had like someone spotting you.
Well, obviously Paolo, my trainer, was. But
it's that pattern recognition. That's so funny.
There's a certain solitude
Paolo.
that comes in the gym, and you're just there with yourself, and you're the only one holding yourself accountable. Well, obviously Paolo, my trainer, was. But there's something.
Oh, Paolo's gonna be so happy.
Yeah.
But
I think this is gonna be good because I think this is like, I get this sense, and correct me if I'm wrong, James Gunn is very excited and is a huge Superman fan. So I sense like a totally different vibe from him than in other interviews and stuff. And I think it's going to make a difference because he's very passionate about it.
I think Superman has a certain solemn loneliness to him where he wants so desperately to be connected to humanity.
Totally.
Well,
and he'll never quite be one of them. So
Yeah, I mean, what I know the most about is Superman the animated series, and I think that's like an interesting adjustment, and it's relevant for today. because we have a lot of lonely people and neurodivergent people. And why is he looking straight at me? James, cut the show. Why is he looking at us? Yeah. Walid, yeah. Yeah, for sure, Eddie. Oh, Shin, that sounds awesome. Stream has been good so far. Can't complain. We had some tech troubles, but then we figured it out. Some people are mad he has a dog. We got our Man of Steel. We got the Man of Steel. If you want it to be dark and gritty, we got it. And it was really great for what it set out to do. So just go watch that. And then go watch Batman vs. Superman and just enjoy that. But this is what we need.
I found a little piece of that early on.
I haven't
So
watched
James, how did
Guardians
the
3.
shoulders turn out? How did the vulnerability turn out?
It was terrible. It was from the moment
You
he
fixed it in
stepped
post.
on set, he was no. Listen, I mean, this guy's one of a kind. I knew from the moment that I first got his tape, his first audition tape, that there's something really special about him. And the same thing with these other two actors. This is,
She's
the best group of
perfect
three
Lois.
actors I've ever worked with. I've worked with many better groups of two actors.
But three. This is the best of the three.
In terms of three together, never had three. A trio.
That's so
No.
cute,
But
Gabriella.
this has been just a fun ride. I think from the beginning we wanted to make a movie that was about
Shannon, thank you
hope.
for
We wanted to
gifting
make
us
a
up to
movie that was about the
Straubs.
goodness in people. We wanted to make a movie about kindness in a world that's so often bereft of kindness.
Yeah.
That's what this Superman is about. That's what the character is
Thank
about.
you,
That's what the
Shin.
character is about. Not your character so much. He's a piece of but the other two.
Not so much vulnerable. There's not a lot of vulnerability there.
Oh, just see the movie.
That's true. I mean, I'm ready for some layers to every character, especially Lois as well. I mean, Rachel, talk to me about perfecting Lois Lane, because where
She's
there's vulnerability,
perfect.
there's also strength in Lois. I'm curious, how much of a say did
I
you
know.
have in developing her and the way Lois presented herself?
Well, James gave us a really great roadmap. James has spent more time with these characters than any of us had at that point, and so the script was the first and best place to start. And then from there, we
I'm
had a
so
lot of
lesbian.
conversations just
I
about
love
where
women.
these characters and
She's
for me
so
where
beautiful.
Lois fit into the canon of
Yeah.
the ones that came before, and where this relationship fit into that canon too. And then I had a chance to talk to some journalists and figure out how to find my way inside her head.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I'd be remiss not to acknowledge
okay,
the paper
Rachel,
dress. I mean,
okay.
it's being a little Daily Planet for
wait,
CinemaCon.
y'all haven't seen Marvelous Mrs. Maisel? Let me put you on to that. What is happening with my dogs? I'm so sorry. Ollie. Neighbors. How dare the neighbors exist? How dare?
All right.
Newspaper.
I love it. I
It's
love
really-
it.
she's so
Now,
fun
on
to
the
watch.
first trailer that was released, fans were eating up the Superman and Lois Lane
Poor
kiss,
Krypto.
floating in the sky. I have to imagine that took a lot of preparation to go into it. What do you guys most remember about shooting that particular scene?
Oh
David,
gosh.
what do you remember the most?
I mean,
All the onions you ate.
Onions.
well, it's a lot.
You see how good
I mean,
Nicholas
it feels a lot
looks?
less romantic when you're being hoisted in
Right.
the air by your underwear, which is essentially how the harnesses work.
He has one less testicle since,
Wow.
One fewer.
one fewer.
You're down to two.
Yeah.
The sacrifices you made for this movie,
Yeah.
It looked epic, though. It looks good.
I had a great time. I feel like it was my first time flying
Yeah.
when we shot that. So I feel like I showed up and I was like, this is amazing. We're hanging
I'm
in the
gonna look at
air
it.
and let's hang out and have fun. And David was like, we've only been doing this for 3 months.
Yeah.
But it was great. I mean, we'd been waiting for that scene for such
What's
a long
the
time.
Superman's
It was
name?
after,
David
after they
something?
said cut every time. We got to sort of hang there and actually look
Do
at each
air
other.
ballet.
Oh yeah, we did a little air ballet. on the
I got teary-eyed though. I gotta admit, like the
You
one.
did, you
if
cried.
you remember, it was the
I
one
do.
time I cried. Like,
Listen.
I don't cry that much.
Yeah.
I cried
Aw.
We play off when we're not working quite a lot.
Yeah.
That's
about-
sweet.
About other stuff.
twice. But the emptiness of my life. But
you were
like
moved by
crying
this
with you.
one.
I was moved by the scene. I started crying, and then Rachel's like, "How did it go?" And I'm like, "Ugh."
How did it go?
I
I'm
mean,
like, and it was so beautiful, and it's the shot that's in the movie that
Yeah.
made me. That's in the trailer
Aw.
that made me cry.
Well, you
I
also
love that he
played
ships them so
the
much
score.
and
the
is
score
so.
that
Shot it.
John Murphy.
As someone who really values Lois and Clark, I do love that he values their relationship.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nikki Novak.
Oh, so they had to do this the same day. Okay, let's see.
Here in the Fandango studio with the cast, I'm so excited to say this, of Superman and the creator, filmmaker of said
Rachel
film.
be in the front with him?
Hi.
How are you? Can you tell I'm very excited? I love Superman.
Why did I say hi so much faster than you guys? Why did it take you so long
you're
to
good
say
at
I think
hi?
we thought
Whatever.
a question was coming
Oh.
or something.
It is
Sorry.
coming, I promise.
Okay.
You.
No.
I promise you. I'm going to start out with you,
Okay.
James. We are here at CinemaCon. There's some footage that you just showed. So what can you talk about as a companion piece to the footage? Is there anything that you can talk about what was shown today?
Well, I mean, we showed a little bit of the beginning of the movie, which is, not the whole beginning of the movie, but sort of a truncated version of
Oh,
that.
that's
you
the
get to see,
beginning.
Superman's unique relationship with Krypto, and then it led into some other footage where you get to see little bits of the romance between Lois and the hatred of this young man here. Is burning with hatred. I hired him because I said this man is so full of hatred.
I
Just
can
look
feel
at
that,
look
yeah,
at look
yeah.
at this
I
face.
hate being here right now.
Yeah.
I hate you touching me.
Yeah.
I
Look at
hate
him.
Fandango.
Look at him.
He's the best to cast as villains. If you guys watch The Great, he plays an atrocious character that is somehow quite lovable. Quite lovable. Because of Nicholas.
Is burning with hatred. I hired him
I
because
hate
I said this man is so full of hatred.
I
Just
can
look
feel
at
that.
look
yeah,
at look
yeah.
at this
I
face.
hate being here right now.
Yeah.
I hate you touching me.
Yeah.
I
Look at
hate
him.
Fandango.
Look at him cringe.
That is honestly the best soundbite I think we've ever had.
I hate Fandango.
We'll be using that forever, by the way. You literally just led me into the questions that I have for all of you. Can you talk about the relationship that Superman has with Krypto? Why do they need each other?
With
in this
Krypto, it
film?
thinks
and
it's
what do
talking
they bring
about
out in each other?
The coin.
Krypto needs Superman. Superman doesn't need Krypto.
Okay.
Krypto's just been it's sort of a foster situation. Superman is taking care of this dog. He loves dogs, as
He loves
most people
animals.
do. But Krypto, as James has described, is the
Straubs.
worst dog in the world with superpowers. So he's always destroying the Fortress of Solitude and
Krypto fans,
hunting
is this true?
wildlife and just always getting into
Krypto
trouble, never
stands?
listening. And although there's a great love and affection between Superman and dog, it's honestly more trouble than it's worth.
And does it build? Does it build? Does Krypto win Superman over, or is he just a big pain in the butt
Well,
for
you'll
the whole
just
thing?
have to watch
Such a
the
spoiler.
film, won't you?
You know what? At the end of the movie, he decides
Feels
he hates
appropriate.
Krypto. He kicks him out to take care of himself. And no, I mean,
This is like turning into like I hate Fandango, we hate the dog.
Yeah.
This is like
This is just what this film needs, is a little more negativity.
We're getting canceled before we begin.
positive, he's the positive, happy.
Best
You
worst,
said
yeah.
that this was your mantra on set, that everybody had to be kind, and this was,
That's right. That's
we're gonna
right.
bring
My
that
dogs would
kindness and
argue that
positivity
I need them
for
more,
you.
though.
Can you talk about?
Do I look the kindest and most positive of the bunch?
Yeah, I'm going to you to bring it back to the positive side, Rachel. It's all on you. You have said that in this story, you're madly in love with Lois, but Lois is not so sure. So can you talk about why, how it begins?
I said that?
You're giving away the
Apparently,
whole
I've been
damn
trying
movie.
not to say this whole week.
I know. They never know what to say. So they're sitting. Here's what this experience is like for them. I set the rules for what we give up from the movie, and they are well trained. They're much better than certain other actors I've worked with.
They're
where
better trained than
They're
Krypto.
like, I don't want to give away anything, so they're dating. Okay, we can say they're dating. They're dating.
Do you want to confer first, and then you
so
can answer?
yes.
You
Well, the
panicking?
answer
I'm
is
like-
the answer is
Guys, who do you think he was talking about? Chris Pratt.
yes. I think you're less certain of the relationship
Well, no,
than he is.
I know that,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
just don't know what I'm allowed to say.
No. But I think that we can say it. I think
Okay. So then, yes, yeah, they're at that pivotal point in a relationship where they've been together for a couple months.
Tom
and
Holland.
the-
But Tom Holland has never done anything wrong in his entire life. But wait, was he in any movie that James Gunn directed?
thing where they're like, was this a really fun fling, or is this something that could be forever?
Should be forever.
That's so sweet. She's not so sure at this point. They're learning that they have obviously a common set of values. They both believe in relentless pursuit of truth and justice, but they go about it in totally
Oh my
opposite
God, I'm
ways. They have
dying.
completely-
Why did they put her in the back with Nicholas's 6-foot ass Love him so much.
Different worldviews. He's somebody who's really radically present and always looking to do the next right thing. But that can mean that sometimes he doesn't think about the implications of said next right thing on the other right things that need to be done. And she's somebody who prides herself on being 10 steps ahead of everyone at any given moment. She doesn't trust anyone or anything right away, and he thinks that everyone and everything is
Yes,
beautiful.
That's such are naive. How could you?
That is a great way of putting it. That's really precious. She gets Lois. She gets it. Because she's very analytical, but I never thought of it that way, how they're opposites in that regard, but they complement each other. You know what I mean?
Be so naive.
No, not naive, not naive.
Open-hearted.
Well, I'm not sure what. Not naive.
Heart-led.
Oh.
Well, because naive does imply that you're missing something, and everybody misses something. But I think Superman knows that he misses something about people. He wants to miss the bad stuff. He wants to see the good stuff.
He wants to. Yeah, it's a choice.
I think he feels like if you focus too much on the bad stuff, which he tends to think Lois does, being a journalist and having to ask the tough questions, it's just a matter of like, why spend time thinking about all those terrible things?
Well, hey. I love a detective Superman. I'm so spoiled by Superman the animated series though, because like all his best episodes where he has his voiceover. Well, he has one episode I think with the voiceover, but he admires the hell out of Lois and what she does, at least in my heart. And just like, he's a very good journalist too, but they only have one movie. But I'm excited if he gets to make more movies to see Clark become a good fucking journalist too.
When we did good things today and we could focus on those things.
And she's a little bit like, we could absolutely do that, but also we have to talk about the world as it really exists.
We can talk about this when we get home.
We can talk about this later.
This sounds like
right here.
I
Look.
know. I was going to say this sounds like every relationship.
They're already
by
married.
the way, in the world.
It's really relatable.
And then I think it comes down to a basic philosophical difference. He believes that the sanctity of life is of the utmost importance, no matter what. You do not let anyone die ever. She is a utilitarian. She believes that you want to do the most good for the most people, no matter how you do that. And she can see that that's not always the case. And those are just two different philosophical, ethical structures. And that causes problems in their actual.
Hey, anyone seen the Justice League movie with where it's a different Flashpoint Paradox, and she is like dual wielding pistols?
Practical
So
relationship.
can they be forever? No.
Well, they're also
Yes.
just magnetically drawn to each other. That's
They're
the other
soulmates.
thing is, love is something that nobody can explain and she certainly can't logic her way out of. They bring out love, and their relationship brings out the humanity in both of them. And that's one of the reasons why this is one of the most enduring love stories of all time.
So let's have the person enter that is going to ruin everything for everybody in this.
He's
in this,
already
This interview.
this interview. Nicholas.
In my life.
But it is end on I hate Fandango. No. For you, what I love about your career is nobody can
Fandango.
typecast you because you have
Nope.
played. I'm going to say air quotes, good guys, bad guys.
I need
know
to watch
everybody's
Renfield. I need to
more
watch
multi-layered
Renfield.
than that. But in
I need
playing
to
this
watch Cure
character,
#2.
I heard you say
He's so
somebody asked
amazing.
you, who did you look to outside of film, and you said I looked to Lex Luthor, the character.
Yeah, he's got such a wonderful, rich history. I mean, he's been embodied by so many wonderful actors, and through the comics, there's some brilliant writers and artists have had interpretations of him. But also, just hearing you guys talking about the differences in their ideologies, Lex is kind of in this relentless end goal, and the means he justifies any way possible to get to that. So he doesn't care about the consequences of anything. He's willing to put on the line to achieve his goals, and he thinks he's right in his pursuit as well. So, but I mean, the
Wait, I
primary
love
thing
that shot. Stop. Hello, we're seeing Playboy.
pursuit as well. So.
Oh! Did he shave his head? Does anyone know if he actually shaved his head? What a beautiful man.
But I mean, the primary thing coming to this was James wrote such a wonderful script. The dialogue is fantastic.
I think
the
he
world
did.
is
Love
rich
him.
and fully imagined from this whole universe that you're creating.
Acceptable.
And then he cast wonderful people in these roles, not including myself in that statement, but these two. So it's just like a one.
Okay, we love a humble king, but let's be so real right now. You are so talented. This is for everybody going through tough times. Believe me, been there, done that. But every day above ground is a good day. Remember that.
Wonderful exploration of what these characters
solace.
could be.
I think Lex believes in scientific inquiry in the same way Superman believes in life.
Thank you. Oh, James. Thank you. That is something that I didn't understand until Clancy and Superman the Animated Series. Lex is a tinkerer. He's a genius. He's really fucking smart. He's a scientist. So he can turn into an evil scientist, but bringing it back to Flashpoint Paradox, remember, Lex in that timeline fought till his death for Earth.
Like, he'll give up anything to learn something new about science. Like, he'll let people die. He'll let anything happen. Because science is what matters. And taking that next step, even if it's going to destroy the entire planet, he wouldn't have any of the guilt that Oppenheimer had. He would just be like, I found that next step, and that's all he cares about.
That was necessary.
And the next film will be an Oppenheimer Superman crossover. Thank you. Suppenheimer, exactly. Thank you all so much.
Thanks
for your
you.
passion.
Appreciate it.
Cannot wait to see this movie. Do you want to end on an I Hate Fandango? I mean, just go for it.
Oh, yes. I hate Fandango!